go place to place looking for no one can love you the way I do. They don't understand what you love and turn here.
Hello and welcome to Match Fishing in Spain. My name's Ian Brown. This is the first video I've ever done, so it might be a bit dodgy, it might not, we don't know. You join me today, we're in the end of April. I live in a place called Villamartin, which is about an hour and a half from Benidorm. There's a car just going to come past now. About an hour and a half from Benidorm, and the nearest biggest place is called Torremolinos. Today I'm gonna not Torremolinos. I've got my director in the background there, Jilly, shouting it's not Torremolinos, it's Torrevieja, which is quite right. We're about 10 minutes away from Torrevieja. I'm going to talk today about fishing one of my favourite lakes over here, which is a lake called Argos. That's about an hour and a half drive from here. It's in Murcia, and the nearest big place to that is called Caravaca de la Cruz. Now I will put you a map up in the video showing how to get there, what to do. You need a Murcia Federation license to fish it. There's loads of room to fish, and it's full mainly of carp, but there's a lot of barbel. So I'm going to take you through what we need, what we use to fish up there. There's lots of ways you can fish. I'm just going to talk today about fishing on the method feeder. So I'm set up here, I'm by the swimming pool at our house, and I've got my rod set up here. I've got it in the swimming pool, and I'll just talk you through what we've got. I use at the moment a Drennan Series 7 12-foot feeder rod. Now the reason why we use a 12-foot rod is some of the pegs you sat in between trees and vegetation, and you do still get in the water, but you do need that little bit of leverage to keep them away from the weeds and the vegetation. If you use a smaller rod, you just get stuck. It's no good. So that's fine, and I'm using about a 2-ounce tip. Talk you through what we've got. I've got a Shimano 4000 bait runner reel, 10-pound Maxima line. It is a bait runner reel. You definitely need a bait runner reel up there. Without one, you will just lose your rod. That's an absolute definite. 10-pound Maxima line, and then the hook length probably I don't know, 2-1, something like that, and it's tied to a size 12 hook. Now on this particular one, I don't know if you can see, I've got one of them speed stops. Use that in relation to fishing, if I'm fishing corn or a drill pellet, something like that. But normally I would use a banded hook length. One of these quick release beads on the bottom, so you can just take your hook straight off like that and swap it for one that you've already got made up. Over here in Spain, not like in England, the fish are very, very strong, shall we say. And if you use anything less than that, you will get broke on a regular basis. If you don't use a bait runner, you'll lose your rod. There's several people lost their rod 3-4 times up there at Argos, because the takes are particularly violent. There's none of this little twitching waiting for bites, it just goes. Now we fish up there probably, I don't know, a dozen times a year. We fish 6-hour matches up there, and normally 50 kilos is winning the match. But it's very consistent. You're fishing at about, I cast about 35-40 yards out, basically. Now in there, you're fishing in about 25 to 30 feet of water, which is why we need all this sort of setup in relation to the ground bait. Everybody uses different ground bait, but you must use ground bait that is actually going to stay on your method feeder. I use one of these sided method feeders in a variety of sizes. This is a 24-gram Guru one, but it doesn't really matter what you use. It's not that snaggy, but you definitely need the sides on these feeders to hold in your ground bait. Ground bait I'll talk about in a different thing, but you definitely need a very, very stodgy mix. If you use a dry mix like we would in England where we're fishing in 3 and 4 foot of water, after 3 and 4 foot it's come off, it's just not there. You need something very, very sticky that will actually stay on the bottom. And obviously you're putting your hook length, your bait into it. You will also catch barbel up there. Now that's another story. The barbel, again, nothing like English barbel. 90% of the barbel up there you actually catch on the drop. You either catch them up in the water, and I mean 2 foot deep, or you catch them as it's going through. So I'll talk you through other methods up there when we get the chance, but this is our first video. It's just a bit of a test to see how it's working. I've only just got this camera, so we'll catch you in another episode. Thank you.
Keep on knocking doors, go place to place looking for